Welcome to the 2027 MLB trade deadline. Well, I guess we're technically at the All-Star break. It's July 21st, 2027, our latest episode in our Blue Jays Out of the Park 25 sim. We are 7 games out of the AL East division lead. We're 53 and 43. Pretty good record, pretty great division. I mean, we're the 4th best team in our division and also the 4th best team in our in the American League. So wild card, we are 5.5. We're in the 3rd spot, but we're 5.5 up on the next team. Expanded standings wise, our run differential is plus 37. We're plus 2 our Pythagorean. Wow, we really haven't faced many lefty starters this year. Look at that. That's 11. Like, look at all these other teams. Like, Atlanta's faced 36. Like, even teams in our division. Like, the Yankees have faced 30. The Orioles 24. That's pretty wild. Had not noticed that. So let's get down to business. The batter side of things, Alejandro Kirk's great season continues. Let's go by WRC Plus, actually. Or Elvis Martinez, he's battled some injuries, but he's back. He's hitting the ball. He's performing well. Kobe Mayo, that breakout that we traded him to try to coax out of him, looks like it might be happening with a 138 WRC Plus. Alejandro Kirk, MVP caliber season. Barger has been great off the bench. Vlad's having a good year. Soto, just kind of seems like a 130-ish WRC plus guy. 3 to 4 WAR guy for us. That's a disappointment and a bummer. Sal Frelick doing his thing quite well. Gabriel Arias, a Gold Glove caliber shortstop, 96 WRC plus 2.8 WAR. He's on pace for 4.8 WAR because of that glove. Malloy's been okay. Varsha's playing solid center field and his bat's fine. Ramos and Carlson have both sucked. As I said in the last episode, they're both on the bench now. Martinez and Malloy are our corner outfielders. Peyton Henry following up last year's effort as our backup catcher in not the same fashion at all. So that's the offense. What do we need at the trade deadline? Like, probably a right fielder. Or probably, an outfielder. I think Malloy is really good as like a super utility type guy who can play every corner of the field, first, third, left, right. Don't like him as a starter with then Carlson and Ramos behind him just because Carlson and Ramos are really bad. Pitching side of things, we already made a trade. Made it about 2 weeks ago. We got Michael King, who, here, let me show you what he's done in the sim. I mean, a good 24 for the Padres, a decent 25, a very good 26 for the Marlins, and then was off to a good start for the Marlins again this year. We traded for him. We gave up Zach Stewart. He was the prize prospect of the deal, 23 years old. He was struggling in AAA for us and didn't have a clear path onto the roster, mainly because I didn't trust him defensively. Gotten off to a rough start his first 2 weeks in Miami, but he was the main part of the package. We also give him Griffin Canning, who was pitching in AAA for us. He's now in their starting rotation, apparently. And then Chase Ingram, who I don't think, not much of a prospect there. So we got Michael King, and he's had 2 starts and been good. Aaron Ashby has been decent for us, about league average. Barrios has been bad. It would be nice to replace him in the rotation. So I actually replaced Ricky Tiedemann in the rotation, who has a 6.37 ERA and a 5.11 FIP. You can see strikeouts are down. I mean, strikeout to walk ratio is actually pretty similar to last year, but the home runs are, half a home run more per 9. The BABIP is up 60 points, so some bad luck and just getting hammered, I guess, the combination of the two. So Barrios is in the rotation. We'd rather him be out. Rogers has been fine, but not a stud. Jones has been probably our best starter. Christopher Sanchez, fine in the pen. Williams, we need more from him. Beeks has been solid. Roman has been okay. Brisky, our Rule 5 guy, has been really good. Leisure's not been good. Tyler Rogers, we need to get him more innings. A .55 ERA, a 2.45 FIP. I have him here as middle relief, used more often with setup. Maybe it's something as simple as this, like 9th or later, and then we go like 8th or later, 7th or later. Maybe that will get him more innings. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this. Middle relief. Oops, I'm going to do closer there. So I think we could use a starter. What would that push? Who would that push off the team? Probably Leisure, honestly. Like, he's out of options, but probably him. And push Barrios to the pen. So I'd like to bring in a starter. Would also really like to bring in somebody who can play corner outfield. I've shopped around a little bit. There's not a ton out there. I think plan B is to bring up Bryce Matthews, who could play all the outfield positions. He's got a 65 outfield range, which I did not know. He's always been listed as an infielder, but he plays all over. But he's like listed as an infielder, so those are there. And he's mashing in AAA right now. Honestly, like I should probably just like trade Carlson or send down Ramos and bring him up. I wonder if there's any like market. I mean, can't imagine there's much out there with the year that he's having for Dylan Carlson, and he's a free agent after the year. Wow, not a single prospect. What about a prospect package? What if I eat his entire salary? Because whatever, that's fine. So if I eat his whole salary, the Angels and the Royals are interested, but is it really? I mean, nobody here is really worth our time. This guy's a good framer. Good pitch framer, but yeah, not a lot doing there with old Dylan Carlson. Yeah. I wonder, let's see if we can just hold on to like, oh, I have 0 more shops left. Let's just go to the next day. Oh, Vlad made the All-Star game. Oh, All-Star MVP, sorry. Let's see if we retain 80%, because then at least it's better than cutting him. Might as well just cut him for these other offers. Yeah, I mean, let's just do this. I mean, Carlson's got negative 0.6 WAR, 48 WRC plus. Walking less, striking out more, not hitting for any power. I mean, yeah, there's just no reason to keep him around. Almost. Is this a... Yeah, okay, we'll put in that guy. Okay, so that's fine. He's off to the Angels. What's the Angels story this year? Where are they going to play him? I don't know. Not entirely sure. Not our concern either. So we have that random dude. I assume he was just assigned to the minors. Oh, I forgot I signed these 2 guys to minor league deals to try to shore up my AAA pitching. This guy. Oh. So then we can call up that bro from AAA, Bryce Matthews. I mean, honestly, like, kind of curious to see what this guy can do. It's not really going to get a lot of playing time over Martinez, but over Varsho, he can definitely play some. And we could put him in at second base every so often. Put him at shortstop every so often. Just to, like, kind of get a feel for what he can do. And then he can play versus lefty too. He's a righty bat, which is good because he can play pretty often over Varsho. I wonder if Varsho's splits are that bad this year. I actually have not even checked him. Yeah, he's terrible against lefties. Is Soto... Oops. Soto also terrible against lefties again this year? Oh, no, he's equal. Wow, he's like the same versus each of them. How are Frelick splits? Not bad. Okay. And then Matthews can go here, actually, because Frelick is a lefty. I know his splits aren't bad, but we'll give Matthews a few starts there. And give Matthews starts every so often there. You know, just to, like, see what he's doing. See how he's doing. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, honestly, like my offense, I know that one position is really weak, but we are second in the AL in runs scored. It's really the starting pitching that we need to improve. I feel like that King trade is a drastic improvement for us, but if we could push Barrios out of the rotation, that would be really great. Senga, I can't imagine is going to be cheap. He's also expensive salary wise. Dane Dunning is having a really good year randomly. He's actually pretty decent in this sim some years. Mackenzie Gore, what's going on with him? He's having a good year. He's been a solid guy. Maybe we'll make a run at Mackenzie. He's a free agent. He's 28. Free agent at the end of the year. What do we feel like giving up for him? I hear the voices calling. So sign this guy this year for $190,000. Yo, it's out for Portela. All right, let's just go 4 today. That'll take us to the first game after the break. Almost. Except, like, then they want, like, a top player or a top prospect. So, I don't think, yeah. So, they're not interested in that guy, obviously. Let's offer up somebody a little bit better. For Gura, I'm not going to trade. All right, we'll try that again. I'm going to play Baltimore. Corbin Burns in Baltimore here. We lost that game. Another almost that is not at all an almost. So we're off the Mackenzie Gore train. That's official. Rodon still has 1 more year left. No thanks. Littell's been a solid starter for several years. He's making a 9.6. He's on the Twins. Just trying to give up a couple guys who are like okay enough prospects. We lost 6-9. It says nice. We lost again, man. Trade proposal. Oh, wow. So the Astros want to send us. Okay, so they want this guy. Our 12th round pick from 2024. I'm not quite sure why they are so into him. But Javier. Wait, oh, no, they traded him. Oh, dudes, I was. Whoa, they were willing to trade me this guy too? Dudes, what? I would have been into this trade for sure. All right, what's Minnesota say? They want real guys too. Oh, well, I could give them Tanner Houck, I guess. Hold on. Let's go back to the Astros. Like, are they out of it or something? They're out of it. Do they have any other? I mean, they have Joe Musgrove, who really doesn't have much left in the tank. Bailey Ober, who's okay. Tristan Beck. What's Sonny Gray got? Oh, he's bad. Just add another bullpen arm. There's Go. We could bring him in, have him start for us. Well, hold on. I want to revisit this. Like, what? Are you guys... Does this guy, like, have a lot of trade value? Because, I mean, he's fine, but... No, I'm not sure he has a ton of trade value. Yeah, I'm not really sure what was going on there. Well, that's a bummer that expired before we got to it, before we could even see it. Yeah, we're not making that trade. Let's go forward another day. They want to trade us a guy that we cut last year. No thanks. But this is like when guys come calling for certain guys who I'm willing to give up. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me shop him around and see if he has a market. Not a lot. Neville Chrismat, I think, has been kind of solid for this sim. I don't know why. Scouting does not do him any favors. Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody there. There is one guy who I kind of decided I think I'm ready to move on from. Let me see if I can find him. It's Junior Marino. Now, when you look at him, you might be like, what? Dude, what? He's ripping up AA. Like, he's just not going to be able to play anywhere. I mean, he's a DH. And this is the first season he's had success in a while. So, I don't know. Like, let's just shop these two together and see if it changes anything. Nah, still not even seeing any green here. All yellow. Yeah. All right, never mind. Reynaldo Lopez is, like, maybe worth a shot. He's been okay. And his home runs have come way down since he got out of Atlanta. But I don't know. I'm not, like, convinced it's worth giving up. Whatever upgrade he is over Barrios, I'm not convinced it's worth giving up assets for. So, we did just win a game 5-0. I wonder who pitched that game for us. Jared Jones, our best pitcher, of course. Martinez went yard. Did the new guy play? No, new guy didn't play. All right, let's go for another day, see if we get any other trade offers. We did. The Guardians want to send us a minor league pitcher for that guy who I don't want to trade, really. I don't mind that guy, but he's not a starter, so. We did just beat the Orioles 9-3. Gunnar went yard. Soto went yard for us. Look at all those doubles. 3 doubles for Soto, too. Wow. New guy play yet? No, I don't think so. Ashby pitched well. Rogers finally gave up some runs. Berzicki came in and pitched. Yeah, I don't know. There's, like, I feel like that Michael King trade is a pretty big one. I don't feel a lot of pressure to make another trade on top of that, but it would be nice to add another pitcher. Scooble Scouting does not really like him, but the stats still do. Oh gosh, he's making $33 million next year. Hard pass. Who's this? Man, this guy's... Did his scouting like just go up, or... Oh, he's kind of slowly chipped away, but like... He's never gotten a chance to start before. He's had some really good seasons as reliever. The 1.17, I guess, being the main one. I wonder if they'd give him up for cheap. Oh, he's disruptive? Never mind, I don't want him. I don't know, man. There's just, like, not a lot out there that I want. Dean Kramer is having another solid season after being, like, a Cy Young candidate last year. We'll see if we can get him. He'd be an upgrade. Not a huge one. So people are interested in Tanner Houck. Yet another team has mentioned Tanner Houck. Like, can we just trade him for a starting pitcher? Or maybe we just need to call him back up. He's on a rehab assignment. He was not doing well for us. He had a 5.62 ERA. Now his peripherals were way better than that. But is anybody just like, hey, Tanner Houck's our guy? Not necessarily. No. This guy's having a good year, but I don't really trust that track record necessarily. I mean, the track record is actually not bad either. What was the other trade I pursued where they said, hey, add Tanner Houck? Zach Littell. I think I like Littell the best. I think I like him better than Kramer. I don't really want to give up this guy in that deal, though. So maybe we'll just trade for Kramer. Maybe we'll add Tanner Houck to this deal and get Dean Kramer, who's having like a second good season in a row. Bonilla, we're fine giving up. I don't think that's a big deal. All right. Not like the impact move. I mean, we already kind of made our impact move. Like King is like a number 2 or number 3 starter. So to go here. So now we're gonna DFA Leisure, who has pretty good peripherals, but he's out of options. What if his ERA was 4 though? Would I be doing that? Probably not. Well, I don't know. Sanchez has actually been worse peripheral wise. Yeah, let's get rid of Sanchez actually. Maybe he'll end up clearing waivers and coming down, and then Barrios would come out. And then we go here. Kramer goes there. We're at 90. Yeah, let's bump up Jared Jones's pitches, actually. Yep. Middle relief. Okay. So I don't know. That might be all. Like, I'd like to get an outfielder, but I'd shopped around for some a little bit ago and was unable to acquire anybody for a reasonable price. I like bringing in 2 starters. Like, our offense is honestly pretty good, even if we do have a weak spot or 2. But, I mean, our lowest starter has a WRC plus of 91. And then, I mean, Malloy's a starter, I guess, kind of. Arias is a 94. Both these guys are like Gold Glove caliber players in the middle, Arias and Varsho. So would love to replace Malloy's bat, but not sure we're going to be able to. I'll go through the deadline. If I make any more trades, I'll let you know. Otherwise, probably just sim to the end of the season here and recap. But this could be it for us acquiring the 2 pitchers. I feel decent about this deadline, but not great. So we'll go ahead and skip ahead here, though. So we didn't make any more trades, but we did make the postseason, 90 and 72, 4 games behind the Red Sox for the AL East. Still haven't captured that elusive AL East crown, but 90 wins pretty good. The AL East is just dominant. We had the top 4. The O's just missed, but so the AL East had the division winner at 94, and then the rest of the division were the top 4 in the wild card. Expanded standings, our run differential is plus 106, which actually is like 3rd best in the majors, I think. Yeah, it's behind the Diamondbacks, who came in at plus 246. Time out. Okay, so, oh, wow. Look at this trio at the top, all like almost 6 WAR plus. Holy wowzers. Who is this guy? I've never heard of this guy. He's a real-life Diamondbacks prospect, but they don't have, like, how he... Wow. They have Kyle Bradish. Wow. Okay. Eduardo. Man, what a team. Yeah. 2nd in runs allowed, 1st in runs scored, 1st in defense. That'll do it. Okay, Arizona. I see your dynasty you're building. Wow. Okay, where was I? Standings. Woo. Blue Jays. So go to the info. Team stats. We were 2nd in the AL in runs scored and 7th in runs allowed. Pretty solid. 6th in defense. No real bad month here. I mean, May and June weren't great, but then we turned it around. Again, I didn't make any more trades, but we did bring in... So we'd called up... I think we got rid of Carlson and called up Bryce Matthews. And then I optioned Ramos and called up Brandon Lau. Let's go by WRC plus here. Soto was the best hitter on the team this year, 3.9 WAR. Really, really good season. Again, would love to see him in that stratosphere of like 160 to 180, but he just, maybe it's being a lefty in Toronto. I don't know. But Orelvis Martinez missed some time, so his WAR is a little lower. But WRC plus was the highest of his career, actually, I think. His abbreviated rookie season he had higher, but highest since he became a full-time player. Counting stats were just a little low. Alejandro Kirk, best season of his career. Brandon Lau was really solid for us in part-time duty once he caught up. Addison Barger just begging for more playing time here. 244 plate appearances, really good. Vlad, a down year for him for sure. I think it might have been a second half. Oh, yeah. So he had a terrible August and then like an average September. So that really brought down his numbers for the year. And he didn't have a month where he just like went off. He had some really good months, but no like best player in baseball months. Sal Frelick, really solid year. Kobe Mayo, you might remember, was hitting way better than this. He also tailed off in the second half. WRC plus a 44 in August, 58 in September. A lot of this seems like BABIP. I mean, his strikeout rate spiked here. His walk rate was down in both months, but it seems to me that like some of that is BABIP related. Arias, league average bat with Gold Glove defense, 5.1 WAR. Malloy, solid bench player. Varsho, solid defensive center fielder. Bryce Matthews didn't do anything to earn himself more playing time next year. We'll see. And Peyton Henry was pretty bad. So let's look on the pitching side of things. Jared Jones was really good. I don't know that he'll get Cy Young votes, but a really good season from him. Dean Kramer was outstanding for us. 2.2 WAR in a nice 69 innings, a 2.87 ERA, 2.98 FIP. He also won Pitcher of the Month. I think for September. Yeah, in September he went 5-0, 33 innings, struck out 33, and had a 0.27 ERA. So that trade worked out all right. Thank you, Dean. Trevor Rogers, solid year. 3.74 ERA, 4.18 FIP. Really solid. Michael King, after we traded for him, was good. 1.6 WAR. The ERA wasn't great, but the FIP was much better. Some bad BABIP luck, I think. Aaron Ashby, kind of like sums up our rotation. Solid but not spectacular is kind of like what our rotation is. Ricky Tiedemann, really disappointing year for him. 5.07 ERA, though, came way down from where it was as a starter. And the FIP is 3.89, so that's like really encouraging. He'll be back in the rotation next year. But you can see, he was dominant as a reliever. 2.98 ERA, 1.54 FIP, and 48 and a third. So really dominant as a reliever, but we need him back as a starter. Devin Williams, ERA not great, FIP much better. Tyler Rogers, with a 1.20 ERA, 3.13 FIP. Romano was decent. Beeks was fine. Leisure was okay. Brzezinski was really good as a Rule 5 guy, and Barrios was pretty bad. So now we go on. We face the Yankees. Let's sim ahead to the day of the game, because we should have Trevor Rogers back at ready to start. Yeah, I can't have... I think King and Ashby need to go to the bullpen, I guess. Like, Jones and Kramer were just too good. Oops. Jones, Kramer. And then avoid high leverage. Let's go long relief, normal, and middle relief. Let's put him in the back end of the bullpen. I think King could be a good addition back there. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. Let's see. King, Romano, Beeks, Williams would be the back end. Yeah, I think this is solid for us. So now we go to face the Yankees. The Yankees, 92 and 70. They were +7, their run differential, though. They're Pythagorean. +34 run differential. Let's see. They beat us on the final day of the season to clinch that home field. Offense was terrible at 14th. Pitching was excellent at second. Defense was excellent. Garrett Cole, Pablo Lopez, Zach Eflin is their rotation right now. Evan Phillips is their closer. Lineup side of things, Aaron Judge wasn't great. Jason Dominguez was pretty good. Ben Rice, yeah, just a whole lot of nothing going on here. Wow, Willie Adames, what happened, dude? Man, what a terrible year for him. How many more years do they have him signed? He's like unplayable. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of years. Okay, so I'm not going to play out these games. Basically, like, All right, to be totally honest, I was kind of on the fence with whether I had enough time to do a long-term sim this year. Turns out I did. Here we are in episode 12 or whatever. But one of the things that I decided I needed to cut was playing out the postseason games because that just adds like, I don't know, 20% of the time to a season to play out. So I just sim them now. So we can just sim them live here. And I know that's anticlimactic in some ways, but we're the GM. We don't manage the games. So got Trevor Rogers on the hill. We've got, our lineup is set. I don't think I want to do anything with like splits. I don't know. I guess I could put Brandon Lau in for like Malloy against righties. He was much better, but how's his defense? That's what I'm a little worried about. Yeah, outfield range of 45. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. But I am going to make him my number one pinch hitter against righties. Mayo, Malloy. Cool. All right, so let's see how we can do it. It's Cole versus Rogers here in game one. Oh, my goodness. We won 14-1. We put up jeez. We annihilated them. Kirk walked 3 times. Soto looks like he hit a 2-run homer in the first, so it was probably like a walk and then a home run. Martinez, back-to-back homers in the first. Wow. Martinez then went yard 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs. Vlad 5 for 6. Mayo 2 for 4. Frelick 2 for 4. Malloy. Varsho went 3 for 5. He went yard. Look at all these extra base hits. Garrett Cole lasted an inning and 2/3. Rogers pitched 8 shutout innings, 100 pitches. Man, I bet those Yankee fans were pissed. All right, let's see if we can make it to the next round finally. We did it. We did it. We made it past the wild card round. Vlad got MVP, 727 batting average, 1 home run, 4 RBI. We were up 6-0 in this game, then 6-3, 7-3. Yeah, so we led the whole time. Or we never trailed, I guess I should say. We didn't lead when it was 0-0. So Vlad had a home run. Vlad had a double. Varsho and Mayo had doubles. I mean, look at these batting averages. Jones was solid. Jones was good. And then we went Rogers, Romano, Tiedemann, Williams. I'm surprised Tiedemann as like an avoid high leverage guy got in there in a 7-4 game. Yeah, what's up with that? I don't know. Maybe I should just like bench Barrios. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want Jose Barrios coming in to any games. Like, if somebody needs to mop up, it can be Leisure. Like, he can mop up. So yeah, we'll go to a 4-man rotation now, and maybe I should just pull Barrios off the roster and put on a hitter, but I don't really know that there's like a hitter I need to call up. I mean, I could call up Ramos. Yeah, maybe let's just do that rather than benching Barrios. Playoff roster. You can find me here. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. Let's give him another. And then we'll put Michael King back in the rotation. Ashby. Let's go set up 6th or later and high leverage for Rogers. Who else would be like a high leverage guy here? I mean, I feel like let's have a high leverage lefty and a high leverage righty. Just trying to set it up so he uses the bullpen a little bit like I want him to. Oh, maybe it's a specialist role. Maybe that's why he's in. Let's change that to mop up. Okay, so let's see who we get in the next round here. Ooh, the champs. The AL East champs, Boston Red Sox. Let's see, team stats. Wow, their offense is awesome. Oh my gosh. Their pitching is awesome too. This is just an awesome team. Wow. So Devers is a monster. Marcelo Mayer is just unbelievable. Larnach and Taylor are good like bench backs, bats, I guess. Anthony, I mean, Do you guys just have like really bad fielding? Why is the WAR total so low? No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Pitching. Bello had a good year. Whitlock was really good. Brash was really good. Saucedo. They traded for him because I saw him. I thought about trading for him. Good year. Fairbanks is their closer. He was solid. John Means. Man, they just kept trotting him out there in a setup role. The 6.33 ERA. Like, is that just like... Man, that's wild. Okay, so we're just going to do the same thing here. Worked for us, so we're doing it again. Best of 5 against Boston. Ooh, got shut out. The offense cooled off. Only 5 hits. Okay, we only had 1 extra base hit. Martinez doubled in the first inning. Kramer, not great, and then Leisure came in for some reason, even though the game was 4-0. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why he's in the game there. All right, game 2. Man, Boston's smoking us. Anthony drove in 7 runs. He had a home run in the first, home run in the 5th, and then a grand slam in the 6th. Oh, my Lord. So, inherited runners, they all scored. Just everybody was bad. Varsho hit a home run. Frelick and Varsho had doubles. 2 hits from Soto, Martinez, Arias, and Varsho. Why'd Varsho get pulled for a pinch hitter? Oh, he's hurt. No. No. So we're going to be without Dalton Varsho here. Matthews is probably going to be in the lineup. Bummer, but, you know, what can you do? We'll see if we get a diagnosis before the game. Why is this taking so long? Okay, those players are retiring. Nothing too big there. Day-to-day for 2 weeks. Okay, so he can... This guy was posted. Not interested. So he can play. That's what matters here. All right, let's try to keep our season alive here against the Red Sox. Oh, we lost 7-3. We had 7 hits. They had 7 runs. That seems bad. We hit a 2-run homer in the first. We were up 2-0, and then they just chipped away. Rogers, Brzezicki. Well, that's a bummer. But I'll go up to the International Showcase here. See if any other series wrap. So the Giants wrapped theirs. Playoff coverage, playoff tree. Giants. So we've got one more series here to wrap up. The Rays and Paul Spore's Detroit Tigers. Yeah, so... Oh, wait, the Diamondbacks got swept by the Giants? Whoa, the Juggernaut's out. Terrible offense, outstanding pitching, and meh defense from the Giants. And, wow, I don't think I have box scores. Yeah, I only save them for my team. Wow. The Juggernaut is out. Isn't that the Champs out too? Wasn't that who won it last year? Oh, no, the Red Sox did. Didn't the Diamondbacks win one, though? I felt like they did. Nope. Man, the Red Sox have won 2 World Series. The Red Sox are going for a 3rd World Series. Anyways, that's going to be the end of this episode. I'll try to remember to show you who won the World Series. Is it? Does this show me just the champs from last year? Oh, yeah. I don't really... Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. So we'll wrap it here. I'll try to remember to show you the World Series champion, see if the Red Sox can continue their dynasty. But we've got an all-season coming up where, I think a lot of the team is back. Some big opt-outs after next season are available. Oh, we've got Barrios, who's definitely not going to opt out. Soto, I thought Barrios was next season too. Soto's opt-out is after next season. Varsho's a free agent after next season. Williams has a player option for next season. So, yeah, we'll we'll have some needs to address, I think, mainly pitching-wise, just because of injuries and bad performances. But we'll get into that next time around the horn on the next episode. Would like to thank you for watching. Would like to say if you're appreciating and enjoying this sim, please do check out the link to my Patreon in the description of this video and chip in $5 a month to help support the channel. Have a good one. Talk to you guys in the next episode. Bye.